Alright, so these people are weighing over 600 pounds and they are sharing their diets. I'm honestly curious what they'd be eating, so let's just get right into it.
The patients on My 600 Pound Life eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on TV, and in this video, we're going to break down the most insane, looking at the
Yup.
calories, cost, and more, starting with James
Oh, true, like, food can be expensive, guys. Food can be very expensive.
B, the man who is addicted to getting food deliveries. James's story was in season 10 of the show, and he weighs in at a staggering 625 pounds, which won't come
Wow,
as a surprise when you see what he
that's very sad.
orders in for his breakfast. Obviously, I'm not American, but from the order he places,
I'm not either.
it sounds like he's ordering from IHOP, and he shares how excited he gets when he orders food.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy. So I just
Yeah, the amount of stuff you can get is crazy. Bro, I feel bad for him, but man, what are you doing with yourself? Like, are you not looking at the mirror when you wake up and you're checking yourself out and you're seeing this, a blob of fat, and you're happy and you're gonna order all this food? I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be ordering, but it's probably a lot. That's why it looks like this.
I get excited. It's like the Super Bowl. You can get whatever you want now. You understand?
He lists off his massive order of food, which is just an insane amount for an entire family, let alone one man. Some of these items have been removed from the IHOP menu, so we'll be going with the closest item currently on their menu.
All right, can I get the 2 slices of steakhouse premium?
All right, bro. The homie said 2 slices of steak. I was like, why is there steak slices anyways? And she said pancake. She said, I mean, he said pancake. Man, sorry for the okay. Um, so yeah, there's no steak in there. There's just pancake, probably sprinkled on steak.
Pancake. Can I get the game day family feast? Can
Okay,
I get
bro.
the original French toast?
His
All right,
first
man.
order of Steakhouse Premium Pancakes consists of 2 pancakes with smoked bacon pieces and caramel sauce, and he orders 2 of these. He then adds a game day family feast, which consists of 8 pancakes, 8 bacon strips, 4 servings of scrambled eggs, hash browns, and 8 sausage links. And he isn't
My
done yet.
God,
He
man.
orders some original French toast and finally 2 slices of ham. In total, this mammoth breakfast comes to $84 and around 7,500
Whoa,
calories. And
man.
he hasn't even brushed his teeth yet. It seems hard to believe that it totals
Oh,
this many calories, but
nah.
seeing the amount of food on the table in front of him shows the reality of the situation. The most shocking part about this is that he actually finishes every single item he orders and still wants more.
So when breakfast is over, then I'm already
Nah, it's time for lunch.
thinking about lunch. I do get full,
Oh,
but it's temporary. Then I'm already back on the phone, looking at what I'm gonna get for lunch.
Now, obviously James needs to change his eating habits quickly if he wants to lose weight. James isn't the only patient with a big appetite for breakfast, as Dolly, who appeared in the same season, shocked viewers with the sheer amount of eggs she uses
cool hair at least.
every single day. Dolly Martinez is someone my subscribers already know all about, as I've just released a video calling her the most immature patient ever on the show, and for good reason, after she moved into a drug den to avoid Dr. Now. But her diet is somehow even more shocking than that. She lives with her best friend Cheyenne, who to be honest could also be a star on the show, and this means that they both indulge each other's bad habits. So when Dolly asks for 15 eggs for breakfast, Cheyenne didn't bat an eyelid. Obviously, egg prices are insane at the moment in America, with a
But eggs are great. Eggs are great no matter if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. Eggs are great. They have a lot of great nutrients, great calories. Eggs are great.
dozen eggs cost
Yeah, but they cost a little bit.
around $5.50. So on average, the amount of eggs alone probably cost her $7. To make matters worse, a single egg has around 70 calories in, and not even taking into account the
Alright, man. Like, what's all that oil for? You don't need all that oil. I mean, if you have a shit ton of scrambled eggs, like, okay, I mean.
oil she used for cooking, this is around 1,100 calories worth of egg. And she doesn't stop there, adding as much cheese as she
Alright, so this is how it gets unhealthy, okay? Cheese is great. I like cheese myself with all my meals, like almost all, not all, but not this much.
could
Not
physically
this
hold
much.
into her eggs. Obviously, there's no exact number here as she just gets a fistful, but let's be generous.
Okay, I'm gonna say that looks like because I use a lot of cheese myself too. I would say that's like good 150 grams, 200 grams of 150 grams probably of cheese in your hands. This is probably like 600 calories or 700.
And say that
I mean, I eat the light cheese. I don't know about what kind of cheese she's using. She's probably using cheddar, the color of it, cheddar cheese. Probably like a lot.
500 grams of cheddar cheese, which
There, I don't think that's 500 grams.
would be yet another 2,000 calories, bringing breakfast to 3,100 calories. It should come at no surprise then that when she's finally weighed, the scales show a staggering number.
Step down. We're gonna be going to room 5.
How did that happen? It's actually a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, because you ate a lot of cheddar cheese with your eggs. If you just kept the cheddar cheese a little bit less, like I don't know, like 200 grams of eggs and a little bit of cheese, like 30 grams of cheese, you would have been like healthy.
Was going to see.
At least
There's
healthier.
no way I gained that much. So that makes no sense. That's impossible
What's about with all these colored people here? Like they look cool, but why is everyone like that?
unless my skill at home must be wrong.
Somehow Dolly thinks that her diet couldn't have brought her to that weight, and Dr. Now was quick to explain how dangerous her situation had become.
All right, so you are 593 pounds and you 5'2",
Yes, sir.
Bro, 5'2" is crazy. She's a shorty.
so your BMI is
I'm joking. I love my shorties.
108. So that's a very high BMI. And your body is under a lot of strain because of that.
And just like Dolly, Maya's body was under a lot of strain too, caused by her addiction to fast food drive-thrus. Maya appeared in season 7 of the show and started her episode weighing over 600 pounds, and it's not hard to see how she got there. Because she's so large, despite being able to walk around and bathe herself, her boyfriend Christian needs to do pretty much everything
Shout out to her boyfriend, man. A lot of men don't do the same thing.
else for her. This makes her attitude even more frustrating, as she lies to her boyfriend about where she goes during the day.
He doesn't know when I
Okay now. You're lying to him after what he's doing for you? Come on.
go to get food because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands. But it's a lie because the only thing I'm going to
Wow.
do is eat.
Maya lies to her boyfriend so she doesn't feel judged and embarrassed about going to multiple drive-thrus. This may sound obvious, but I think it's quite clear that Chris
You can only hide it for so long though. You cannot you're showing it. You're not even saying it, you're showing it by the way you look.
knows she goes to the drive-thrus and just wants to keep the peace. In the car to the drive-thrus, Maya admits
Poor car.
that sometimes she will go to 4 places in a row, which is more than most people will go to in an entire month, let alone in a single morning. Her first stop is McDonald's, and her order is mammoth to say the least.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
Keep it coming. Keep
So
it coming.
with her order of 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage and egg muffin, this brings her calories to start her morning to around 1,200 and costs around $15. But this wasn't enough, and Maya isn't full yet.
There's
Yeah.
no words for that feeling when you taste something you love. It's incredible, but it feels like that meal is gone in a second. So I move on to the next things I'm craving.
Next, she pulls up to the Arby's drive-thru and puts through another massive order.
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich, jalapeno roast beef slider, and your ultimate BLT sandwich?
But why the ultimate, man? Just get the normal one at least. Your ultimate BL, what the BLA, BLA, I don't know what she said. Sandwich, like, why? Why? Just get the normal one. At least less calories.
The beef and cheddar sandwich, a jalapeno roast beef slider, and an ultimate BLT sandwich, which by far has the most calories of any of her meals this morning, all confirmed, she digs in yet again. She decides to enter a spree of drive-thrus here, and finishes her morning having eaten 2,679 calories and having spent $31, which is probably enough to feed 2 or 3 people. I'm going to make a full video on Maya, as her addiction to food was so strong and her relationship with her family was made extremely difficult because of that. So make sure you listen to Dr.
Yeah, she probably ate all their food, man. She probably ate all the food on the table with their family. Like they like be sitting down, everyone sitting down. Are you ready? We're gonna say, okay. Everyone say, okay, let's go. Bismillah. Let's start eating. And she's gonna be like grabbing the cheese here, grabbing the eggs here, grabbing the whole pizza to herself. Like, and no one's gonna be eating. She's gonna be eating all the food. That's probably the problem. Oh, what did I do? Wait. Was it right here? Oh yeah.
Ultimate BLT sandwich, which by far has the most food was so 2 or 3 people. I'm going to
Yeah.
make a full video on Maya, as her addiction to food was so strong and her relationship with her family was made extremely difficult
I
because of
understand
that.
your
So
parents.
make sure you listen to Doctor now and
I
subscribe to my
understand the
channel.
parents.
I encourage everybody to subscribe to the Greg's YouTube channel and enjoy the videos.
As she has
Okay.
her children bring her a ridiculous amount of fast food to binge on. Bethany's episode
Alright, she has assist. Okay.
starts with her saying she hates her life and she's in constant misery. At 40 years old and over 600 pounds, she needs her 10-year-old daughter to help her get ready for the day. She has another 18-year-old daughter that does cook for her, and she does start by cooking her.
Bro, their daughters are also getting like their mom. Like they're slow. Look at the daughter. She's she's obviously obese. The other one, the little one too, is getting there too. That's very bad. You have a wrong path for your children.
Mother a breakfast of 3 eggs and some toast. This is just a normal breakfast and obviously isn't too crazy. However, Bethany gets hungry during the making of this breakfast, so has a muffin and a bun and a packet of what looks like crackers before she has her breakfast. This
So that doesn't count as a breakfast. She's still fasting. So breakfast means break fast, like you're breaking your fast. So before she eats the breakfast meal, she'll be eating like the before meal. Like you're already breaking your breakfast. You might as well just say this is breakfast. This is altogether breakfast. What you doing?
is pretty tame as far
When you finish with the snacks, which you don't call breakfast, just stop eating because that's already you already broke your fast.
as 600-pound life breakfasts go though. And the real shocking meal comes later into her episode as she orders a pizza feast all for herself. When her daughters arrive home from school, they order a meal consisting of 2 pizzas and a massive box of multiple slices of garlic bread. I try a
Alright, so they could have easily kept out the garlic bread because that's a lot of calorie with just the garlic bread. I'm just saying. The 2 pizzas are enough for the whole family. They can eat, they can get full. That's fine. But those breads, the garlic bread was total extra. They didn't need that. They could have easily went the healthy route. But man, yeah, people make mistakes.
find a specific restaurant, but not being from America and my knowledge of the fast food chains over there being limited, we have to make some assumptions here. So it looks like 2 large mushroom and pepper pizzas, which would have around 3,000 to 4,000 calories in total.
I would agree.
But what really takes the cake is the massive box of cheesy
It's guaranteed to be a lot of calories. Just watch.
garlic bread she orders for basically all herself.
That's when food became this thing in life, like it is now, where I have to have it.
At my count, there's 15 slices there, and at minimum 350 calories per slice. That adds up to 5,250
Yeah.
calories just on garlic bread. She does give a couple of slices of pizza and a slice of garlic bread to her daughters, but not too much.
Oh, she's too nice.
And it looks like it's safe to
She shares her food, which is very nice of her.
assume that she ate no less than 8,000 calories in this one meal. She does leave the crusts though, so maybe she saved some calories there.
The only thing that could help me escape it was food, so I was just eating my way through life at that time and gaining. So I put on another 100 pounds after that and got up to the 400s by the time I was 15.
Now, like Maya before Bethany, Karina also tries to hide her food habit, but in a very
This is
different
very
way.
sad.
Featuring in season 6 of the show, and much like the other stars, her first thought every morning is that she survived the night. Her following thought is wondering what she's going to have for breakfast, which is a sad
Guys, it's very difficult to wake up when you're weighing that much. I used to be fatter, like when I used to be younger. I used to be fatter, but not that much. I was like, I had a little beer belly, but not that much.
reality of living with a deep food addiction. She lives with her parents, and the only time she leaves the house is to the grocery
Oh, whoa,
store.
whoa, whoa, whoa! What was that? Hold up.
Reality of living with a deep food addiction. She lives with her parents, and the only
All right, wait.
time she leaves
Look, she has a hole in her chair, so she wants to eat, shit it out, eat, shit it out. That's how she lives. Poor girl. I feel bad.
the
Wow.
house is to the grocery store with them, while being carried in the back of their
She's even avoiding the smallest movement she's be doing. Like she needs to be doing. She's avoiding the smallest movement that she needs to be doing. Like even going to the toilet, you're avoiding that. I mean, she probably can't go to the toilet no more, so that's the perfect solution for her. So I understand.
people carrier. But she only does this so she knows her parents are going to buy what she wants from the store.
My parents have to drive me, and I sit in the back of the van on the floor, so they literally had to
No, you lay on the floor, not sit.
fold the seats in the van down, put a blanket on the floor.
As she's wheeled around the store, her parents do not question anything she wants.
Mom, I want that. I want that. I want that. Feel bad for her, to be honest.
Ice cream, chips, cakes, and more, with nothing being off limits. Even though her parents don't question her meals and know she eats a massive amount of food, she still attempts to hide her addiction. When her parents leave for the evening and go to dinner, Karina allows
Look at the way she looks back,
to
bro.
hide her addiction. When her
Look, she's hearing the movement, like the footsteps. I'm not gonna look yet because he might see me on the side of his eye. I'm just gonna let him walk past a little bit more.
parents leave for the
Oh, he's further away.
evening and go
Oh yeah, he's gone. Alright.
to dinner, Karina allows herself to order even more food.
I have 2 medium pizzas with pepperoni and sausage, 1 order of cheese sticks, 24 honey chipotle wings, and
What
the
are you
double
doing?
chocolate chip
Oh
brownie.
no, oh no.
This will be for delivery. Thank you.
When the food arrives and is laid out on the bed, Karina rubs her
Man.
hands together as she looks at the mountain of food in front of her. Starting with the medium pizzas, they probably have at minimum 2,500 calories in them each. And I'm not sure what restaurant she got them from, but if we go off the Papa John's menu, those 24 wings will have another 2,500 calories in them, the majority of the calories coming from the sauce they are in. She tops the meal off with a brownie, with one square having 250 calories, so another 2,250 calories there, and a garlic bread, which is
Again.
1,000 calories. So in this absolute feast, she will devour around 8,250 calories, which explains how her weight has ballooned to this size, and has now meant that her bed needs to be held up with cinder blocks.
Whoa, bro, look. Wow, that's crazy. So they need to get. Oh, wow. And she's eating on the bed too.
Be held up with cinder blocks.
It makes me feel warm and good inside, if only for a short while. But I'm afraid that one day I'm just gonna need too much. I'm probably gonna die from a heart attack, or I'm gonna suffocate. But I can't stop myself.
This somehow wasn't
Yeah, you just cannot put the fork down. It's hard, guys. Hard. Once you start eating, it's hard. I've been there. I've been there myself when I used to be fat. Once you stop eating, you just cannot stop. I mean, like it's hard.
as big as the next patient's meal though, which actually was so large it made headlines in the news. In season 11 of the show, we met Chris, whose legs are so fat that they push against each other.
All right, man. What was this angle, man? Wait.
Of the show, we met Chris, whose legs are
All right, guys. So tell me, what is his angle? Okay, we get it. He has bigger legs. We get it. But why are you showing this poor man like this angle? Like keep it at least at eye level. Like this is like I don't know why they be doing this.
so fat that they push against each other, meaning he can barely stand up. Despite this,
Yeah.
he can take care of himself and do most daily tasks, which includes making his own breakfast.
My weight makes
That's great. That's a great first step of getting like healthier. Make your own food. Stop eating out. First, it's cheaper, healthier. You know what's in the food. It's great.
it challenging to cook the kind of breakfast that I want. Because of the weight and the fat in between my legs, I can't stand up straight, so they're constantly pushing apart, which makes it really uncomfortable to stand in the kitchen for a long period of time. So I actually have to sit on a cooler that I sit on when I cook.
Okay, but why the cooler? I mean, he's probably gonna break every chair, right? I mean, is there even a chair for him? I don't know.
This is the scene which made headlines and led to comments such as, "This is my food for an entire week," and honestly, it isn't an exaggeration. Now, it's pretty impossible to track the calories of this meal as he just has a pan full of bacon, another massive pan full of scrambled eggs, sausages in the oven, and of course, cheese to melt on top. Chris puts all of these ingredients into a breakfast burrito, of which he makes 12.
Alright. So hear me out. Hear me out. This looks great. This looks delicious. I don't really like the sauce on top of it because I don't like to get my hands dirty when I'm eating. I personally put it inside the sandwich, but that's aside. You don't need 12 sandwiches in the morning. You only need one. That would have been great if you made meal prep, like in the freezer, whenever you're hungry, just microwave it every morning. You could have easily done that, but not eat everything right now. That's for a whole week or even 2 weeks. 12 sandwiches like for 12 days. Like every breakfast a sandwich. That would have been a great hack to like lose weight. You can easily just switch the strategy up. Just like eat this one and put everything else in the freezer. That's it.
Whole breakfast burritos smothered in sauce.
I make the meal with my stomach, not with my brain. So I have a really big meal. And when I start eating, as soon as I hit that first bite, I eat it all. I call it going red. I can't stop.
He doesn't even take these burritos to a table and prefers to eat them
Very
at
sad.
the kitchen bench to allow him to devour them quicker. Although Chris didn't eat a healthy meal, at least he made an effort to cook his food,
Yeah.
which can't be said about Holly, who decided on the day before her weigh-in at the doctor's office, she would order a greasy Chinese meal. Now, there's not really an insane amount of food here. Well, maybe it is for the average person, but the real craziness comes from the timing of her decision to get this Chinese food, which is obviously extremely high in fat, oil, and salt.
Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to cook. So we're ordering delivery from places around here a lot until we can get some pots and pans and stuff to cook with. But Ray said he's gonna look for a job tomorrow and he'll get all that while he's out and we can start prepping healthy meals.
Holly uses the excuse that she's just moved into her home and she can't afford pots and pans. But looking at the size of her Chinese order, surely that could have been swapped for something healthy and bought some pans to cook with. So she has a massive Chinese meal on the night, knowing full well in the morning she's going for her weigh-in with the doctor, in which she has
Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you're doing the same thing every day, might as well do it that night too. Fuck it. Like, the one day is not gonna change everything for the doctor.
a goal to lose 50 pounds, and that goes about as well as your
In one day, you cannot like lose 50 pounds. There's no fucking way. You cannot do that in one day. Ain't no way you can do that. No. You need at least, I don't know, 2 months, a month and a half to lose 50 pounds. I don't know how pounds work. I'm a kilogram kind of guy.
expecting.
I'm really upset and I don't understand why my progress isn't that good. So I'm shocked and confused and nervous to hear what Dr. Now is gonna say.
She doesn't lose as much weight as Dr. Now was expecting, which caused him to question why she values food and chocolate over living. This led to one of his angriest moments, and if you want to see the rest of Dr. Now,
Yeah. Alright, so this was 600 pounds diets, what they be eating in a day. This was interesting. I hope the best for them. I hope they get healthier. Hopefully they go to the gym. Hopefully they start counting their calories because everyone knows calories in and out. That's how you lose weight. So hopefully everything gets better for them. And I wish the best. If you enjoyed the video, like the video and subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss the bangers. See you next time. Bye.